Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. For this video, we're going to be talking about 4 different things. Stick around and find out which one. Hope and the future. Okay, listen man. The hope and future of people. I think we are in a period of time right now where these next couple years is going to seriously impact what the future is going to look like. I think we are definitely in that time period. For me, I believe a push towards solar punk, the change in people as like a society, the internet, and entertainment. I believe those are the 4 things that are going to change drastically in the next couple years. Not a couple, but next 5 to 10 years. I believe those things will change, right? Let's start with the first one. Solar punk. Now, personally, I'm sure if you live in the US, you already are well aware the problems we're facing right now as a society, especially if you're anything that's not the 1% or, top of the line, financially, can't buy houses, can't buy food, can't buy clothes, everything's a bajillion dollars, can't buy gas, all the stuff you've been beat to death with on the internet and in reality. I think because of our situation right now and Trump starting a war, dumbass war that we didn't need, we obviously we're seeing it all over the world. There's been a big boom towards electric vehicles and electric systems, stuff that doesn't need that gas. I do believe that will come for us in the US. I do think that we are going to have a boom or a change towards a push towards eco-friendly products and technology. We're seeing it already. People being pushed to thrift, people being pushed to grow their own food. Like, people are just building a lot more eco-friendly habits, right? For me, like, I would love to see as we move forward more and more as a society, wanting change and being tired of the current state of our country with, gas cars, no sidewalks, everything being destroyed and rough. I believe solar punk is the next push in our society. I do believe that that's what we're moving towards, us as society, as people. I know the 1% doesn't want that, but us, right, you and me, if you're using your brain, we definitely want that. So you've seen it before. Grass, plant life, grass life, walkable cities, public transportation. My personal belief, cars don't have to evaporate, but I do think all cars should be electric, right? Very few vehicles, but if there are vehicles, they're electric. Public transportation, walkable cities, a lot more plants, a lot more trees, public markets, people having big open areas where you can shop and talk to people. Those markets are obviously affordable. Because even though I do like that there are some markets and stuff, let's be honest, sometimes the prices for those be crazy. I mean, they'd be like $40 for a jar of jelly this big. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But those are the kind of things I want with solar punk, right? I do believe that will happen. I do believe that change will come for that. And, I'll be happy to be here to see it. Second point, number 2, people. Okay, people. I believe currently right now in society, things are either good or either bad. There's no in between. Now, I do think that is a problem. I do think some people definitely hold that belief way too hard, right? But especially like you see it on the internet, is either something is completely good and great or it's complete dog shit. Like, you see that with like shows, movies, people. If something isn't perfect, then it's dog shit. If something If one thing happens they don't like, then they gotta throw the whole thing out, stuff like that. But I do think that because of that thing, it can also be kind of a good thing. Like, I think before, the reason why things like racism, sexism, classism, all those kind of things were normalized because those previous generations were taught but also believed that there was always nuance to some of those things. Like, you know, it wasn't as serious as it is. But I think my generation is like, no, it is that serious. I also believe that I think we're having a bigger push towards people wants and need to express themselves. I definitely think that there has been a increase of people wearing what they want, doing what they want to do, not letting other people or the status quo hold them back. You know, like before, if someone was like, oh, you can't do that thing, that's not possible. Before, like, you know, some 10, 20, 30 years back, you would have been like, yeah, I guess they're right. That's really not possible. I guess I shouldn't really do that. But now it's like, why the fuck is it not possible? Someone else has done it. Why can't I do it? You know? And especially, like, you know, we have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Anything can be a job now. Or not even a job, like just a financial security that if you have an interest in, you can do it. Literally anything, right? You can do it. You can make thumbnails for people. You can make scripts for people. You can, you know, back in, what was it, 2017, 16, you can sell your bathwater to niggas. Niggas will buy it. You can do anything. You can do anything, right? Succeed in anything. It's just wanting to do it is the question. Do you have what it takes to get through it? This is something I want to do. Look at me. I'm doing it. Is it perfect? No. Things aren't perfect. I got clothes sitting in the background right now. You can't see it. You won't see it, but it's sitting in the back. Things aren't perfect, right? But I definitely think that we're seeing changes and a belief in people wanting to do their own things and live their own life and not live within the status quo. Like, my personal belief, do the thing because you want to do it, not because it's the next step in life. Like, I'm currently, at the time of recording this, I'm currently in college. I'm in college because I wanted to go to college. I told myself, I go to art school. I told myself, if I go to art school and it's more school than art, I'll drop out. I'm on my final year right now. So obviously that didn't happen. But if it was more school than art, I would have dropped it. I wouldn't care that, oh, college is the next step. If I wouldn't have done it if it was more school-like, if anything, right? People are changing. I think we are moving towards people being more open and understanding of people's expressions and beliefs. Those who aren't will get left in the dust or be forced to learn to understand, or people just don't want to hang out with them. Simple as that. They'll just grow up to be lonely little niggas. I guess that's how they want to be. Point 3. But yeah, point 3. The internet. Okay. Right now, the internet kind of sucks. Let's be honest. Let's address the elephant in the room. It kind of sucks, and AI is being forced into everything, especially internet-related things. I believe that currently the best way to use the internet is in conscious moderation, right? The best way to use the internet right now is a tool. Like, you shouldn't wake up and scroll. You shouldn't scroll just because you're bored. You shouldn't scroll just because, you know, you got nothing else going on. It should be a tool. If you get on YouTube, you should get on YouTube to specifically know what you want to do. If you want to relax, watch a relaxing video, or watch an entertainment video, or you know, watch a dancing video, something like that. If you want to learn about how to grow on social media, go on Instagram specifically to find a creator that, talks about how to grow on social media. Same thing for TikTok. If you want to, get on TikTok to specifically know you want to relax, just want to scroll a little bit, or if you want to, get informed about something, check up on the news, anything like that. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but still, being conscious of the need to change is the first step to change. So just be more conscious about it. No, I'm sure you got it. But yeah, the internet is, I think, it's becoming a lot more, I know you hear it all the time, saturated. It's not really saturated, but there's just a lot more slop on it. You can usually tell a lot more things are just ChatGPT slop, where there's no soul behind it. Like I said, use the internet as a tool. Be conscious of your internet consumption. You don't have to listen to every single thing on the internet. Like, even me right now, you don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. If you don't believe anything I'm saying, that's fine. You have the right to that. You need to be a sponge. And information is water. You need to know when to absorb the water and then when to wring out the water. Not everything you hear on the internet, or not all advice you hear on the internet, is something that you need to believe and absorb into yourself. That's a problem I had. Every time I was listening to some advice on the internet, I'm like, damn, okay, I guess that's the way it gotta go. Let me do it that way. No. Some advice is just plain bad advice, but some advice is good advice, but it's not good advice for you because you are an individual, right? Like someone's telling you, oh, go ghost, cut everybody off, go silence, don't talk to anybody, lock yourself in your room, wake up at 5 a.m. Some, now I know I sound like I'm making fun of it, but that does work for some people. Some people, going ghost and not worrying about everybody else, that works for some people. I'm not some people. I tried going ghost. I tried just not talking to people, staying out the way, and, worrying about my own thing. Nigga, that gets lonely. That gets lonely fast. Especially, if you're, in a position, if you're at school and you're in a scenario where there's other people around talking and having fun, trying to keep yourself oh, they're distractions. I can't talk to them. That gets lonely and boring quickly. That's just, so that advice just doesn't work for me. I'm still gonna be doing my own thing, still on my own grind, still working on myself, my beliefs, my work ethic and all that things. But if I want to hang out with some friends, I can do that. If I want to talk to some friends, I can do that. If I want to hang with some friends while I edit a video, I can do that. I don't have to cut them off. I don't have to ignore everybody. Those who I want to be friends with and stay in my life, I can still talk to them. That's good advice for me. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but that's what I believe. So use the internet as a tool. Use the internet. Don't use the internet as an end-all be-all. Don't believe everything you see on it. And I do believe the internet is moving towards a bad place, but I do think that there is pockets on the internet that are good. You just gotta find the right pockets. And final point 4. Entertainment. The entertainment space is changing from what I've noticed. If we talk about movies, big blockbuster, I don't even know the term blockbuster still hits the same as it used to. The big budget movies just aren't doing so hot. A lot of them aren't. Some of them do, like Superman, for example, Thunderbolts, the Michael Jackson movie, things of that nature. Some of the big movies do well and are good. But I already know y'all know about Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm not hearing too much about that movie. I'm not gonna lie. So that's kind of sucks for them. But on the other side, we have Backrooms, we have Obsession, movies like small, do I say indie? Not indie, but small budget movies by beginner level directors from like YouTube and shit. Those movies are doing great. Obsession, filmed on a $700,000 budget, made $300 million, and it's not even on digital yet. So we'll see how that goes. Backrooms as well, doing great. Fantastic word of mouth. A young director, such as himself, can be put. He's 20. Shows how crazy that someone of that age can do such great things if you give them the opportunity. So yeah, another thing. I think examples like that make me think that more people-focused entertainment is going to be the push that people want to see. When I say people-focused, I mean no big, large corporation backing it, or no big, large corporation in charge of how it goes, or no big, large corporation making slop for it. Like let's look at boxing, for example. Boxing used to be a really great sport. It still is. You know, there's still individuals in boxing that I think are pretty cool. But overall right now, boxing, like as a industry, is ass. Dana White, Donald Trump, because like crazy conservatives left and right, sports betting, all those things. Y'all know about the format right now going on for TV shows. The 8-episode, 40-minute long, 50-minute long episodes. I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's cool, but I wish when episodes were really long. Like, let's look at anime. They're usually 12 to 24 episodes. So they go on for a long time. They have a lot more time to impact people and have a more cultural placement. If you're not like popping for those 8 weeks, those 2 months, you're probably gonna get forgotten. Maybe the entertainment industry is, I think, oh, that reminds me, physical media, the entertainment industry, I think because of how sloppy it's gotten, a lot more people are pushing towards physical media, analog, older movies. They're voting with their wallet. More people are pirating. I think it's because unless the industry decides to change and become better, I think that there is a big shift that is coming towards the entertainment industry. Like, I do believe that it's going to be two sides to it. People that are fed up with it and don't want anything to do with it and just deal with it when they absolutely have to, or they find their own way to enjoy entertainment. And we have those that think that's wrong and you should absolutely just follow how entertainment goes nowadays. I'm on the left. I choose that instead. But I do believe that kind of change is coming. I think that's how that's going to go. So we'll have to see. Okay, so that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, thank you. If you do know me, thanks for watching. If you don't know me, my name is Corn, and thank you all for being here. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Damn, that's good.